So, what's up, everybody? Hope you're having a good day so far. Hope you had a great weekend and all that good stuff. But uh, the Yankees are going to have. I mean, in order for them to have they have this much of, and it's mathematically not impossible, but it's very, very small chance of making a postseason. The Yankees are going to have to win pretty much every game the rest of the season, and the Blue Jays are going to have to lose pretty much every game this season. So, I think they're 8 out now on the Blue Jays. They could stay ahead of the Red Sox, but they're 8 out on the Blue Jays with 11 games to go. So this is the situation. I appreciate um, the effort that they put forth the last couple of weeks and winning a lot more games, going like 16-8 or something like that. So, but it's pretty much becoming apparent that I think, which if it hasn't already, that they're very likely not going to be in the playoffs. So it's time to start playing the mock GM, gang. Right? Time to start playing the mock GM and start planning for the off season. I have a whole bunch of stuff coming too. So shout out to all these in the chat. We got Jonathan, we got Wink, Mike Consiglietti in the house, Anthony, Aiden, Mike Pellegrino, Pari's here, Brandon Moore, um, Buckeye the King, Texas. You made $1,500 today on Sunoco gas and oil. How'd you do that? Scratch off? Congratulations, by the way. B's channel's here. Sean Browning's here. Shout out to all these in the chat. Really, shout out to everybody. That's awesome. I'm very happy for you, Texas. That's awesome. Who else we got here? Who else do we have here? I want to make sure I give shout out to everybody. I think I got everybody, right? Jonathan's here, Aiden. Yeah, I think we got pretty much everybody. So, I mean, I don't know if all of you saw the video I put out this morning, and I say it was about a potential Cashman replacement for GM that I thought would be a good fit if they decide to go that route. And if you haven't, check it out because I'd really like to know what you think of it. And it was Kim Eng, who's the GM of the Marlins right now, who was Cashman's assistant from 1998 to 2001. And she was also assistant GM of the Dodgers. She was one of the chiefs of baseball operations for the White Sox for a bunch of years. So, stock market, nice, Texas, very nice. And again, I know the Yankees probably not going to fire Cashman, but this is a situation where they could bump him to a different position, move him off the GM, and bring in somebody here. We'll get the different voice that we're looking for, but somebody here who's already familiar with the Yankee system and has also learned from other franchises. So, yes, it definitely was offense. The offense was like dead today, dead. What do we know about James Click, Lorenzo? I honestly think the only way that Cashman's going to move off Jim is if he gets bumped to a different position. I think Kim Ang will be a good fit. But man, I got a lot of people who were pissed off at me suggesting a woman for a position of authority. That was kind of kind of funny, kind of comical, kind of surprising, but it is what it is. No, we'll see, Brandon. Again, this is a way of keeping him in the Yankee franchise, just bumping him off the GM position and giving another person a shot. So, do I think he's going to lead the franchise? I don't think so. But bumping him up to a different position, give him different type of authority, I wouldn't be surprised. So, yeah, I mean, I would replace Randy Levine with Cashman too. I don't like Randy Levine, so. But yeah, Kim Ng has proven that she's a capable performer, a capable executive. She's gotten things done. She can also make some moves, so some good moves and bring in impact players. James Click built a dynasty in Houston. Can recreate a dynasty for the Yankees. Where is he now, Lorenzo? Is he still in Houston? It's the question. Do we even think he'd be willing to come to the Yankees? But yeah, I mean, well, that's true too. That's a good point. Anyone associated with the sign stealing scandal? Yeah, I mean, I remember the GM was fired. Is that the guy that was fired along with the manager AJ Hinch? Okay, he's the Blue Jays VP now. Okay, so he's the guy that was fired, right, from Houston. If that was him, then I pass on that too. So yeah, it's just I mean the offense was anemic. Judge, Stanton, non-existent, like just sloppy play in the field by a couple guys. So they need 8 and I'm becoming less than. I mean, I have this much hope that they can knock the Jays out of the wild card. They're 8 games behind them with 11 to go. That's almost as close as a mathematical impossibility as it gets. So what's up, Dev? Shout out to Dev. No, I don't know. I don't know, franchise. We'll see. Hopefully tomorrow night's a better one, Wink. Shoot. Yeah, I'm not surprised, Kikuchi. He was pretty good. He shut the Yankees down tonight. He got hurt, like in his neck towards, and they pulled him out in the sixth or something like that. Hello, Jennifer. How are you? No, no, yeah, I mean, they can't play like this. They pretty much have to win every game. They do. They pretty much have to win every game. No, 12 years ago today, Mo became the all-time saves leader. Good for him. The goat right there. The goat. Oh, Texas is bringing up the math here. What do we got? Oh boy, the fish thinks at the head. Yeah, it kind of does. Kind of does. Yeah, it's really it's very unlikely. But I mean, real fans ride or die with them until it's over. So yeah. I don't know, franchise. I mean, I don't know, really. So what moves they're going to make? And again, if they can keep, I mean, Cashman probably you bump him to a different position, he'll still bring them in a lot. He'll still do things from the business standpoint that he can do that they want to do, and have somebody come in and potentially do a better job at the GM spot. So they need better personnel one way or the other, on the field, player wise, and front office wise. Yeah, I mean, going on Jung Ho Lee and Yamamoto, yeah, I would too. I would too. So yeah, Anthony. I mean, the Yankees and Mets are likely going to miss the postseason. So yeah, Orioles. I think they won the division title. I think so. Yeah, Buckeye. I love it. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't done so yet for the 161. Yeah, I got my MLB. I'm working. I was almost finalizing it. I'll finalize the rest for tonight. My MLB free agent predictions. I have it broken down by position. And I think you'll find it to be a good one. So, and then we'll get the usual surprise signings, and we'll be like, "What the hell? Signing? Really signing there?" I think that's always part of the predictions. So, and I got some other stuff too coming. So I can't wait to share it with you. Yeah, I hope it doesn't. I hope it stays clear for you too, Aiden in the rain, man. And Jung Ho Lee and Yamamoto. I mean, let's just say Yamamoto runs 25 million per, something like that. Yamamoto, I don't know what he's gonna get. Not really. I'm not. No, you know what I mean. Not really sure. Yeah, well, I mean, we don't know, franchise. I mean, I don't know the percentage wise. I don't know, but I think it's if the right opportunity came along, they'd have to entertain it. I mean, if it's accurate that they need a new voice, well, this is an opportunity to do that. Because Theo Epstein's not going to happen, despite certain people's fantasizing about it's not going to happen. He's been there and he's done that. He's done the GM thing. He's done the president of baseball. He's done all that stuff. He's just got his sights set much higher. No. Nice. Stanton said, you know what's crazy? Kyle Schwarber is hitting he's hitting like 195, and I think he's got 46 home runs and like almost 100 RBIs, and he's hitting freaking sub 200. Crazy. Adam Dunn used to do that for the Nationals and I think from the Reds. He had like 400 home runs, and he hit sub 200 so many times, or like just above 200. D.O. Epstein is not going to be the GM, Sean. He's got his sights set much higher than GM. GM would be a major step down for him. Yeah, I have a 0% belief that Theo Epstein would be the GM. As fun as that sounds, and I'd be surprised if he did. I'd be shocked. And he might want to bring in his people, and they'd have to agree to zero interference, no matter who gets the job. Cannot interfere with his work. Commissioner, yeah, I think so too. Sean, I'm with you there too. So it's all good, dude. I do think he's being groomed for something like that, and he's universally well respected in the game. He's got super street cred, and again, the fact is, like Rob Manfred, the current commissioner, he's universally hated across the game. So, like, Theo Epstein to me seems like a logical fit for the next commissioner. Some lefties, yeah. I mean, they could make that happen this offseason. I don't know about 4, but they can make that happen. I can see that happening. Got a couple of lefties and switch hitters and stuff like that in the lineup. I could see it happen. Did I like Selig? Yeah, I mean, I liked him better than Manfred. But, like Theo Epstein, he's done a good job of wherever he's gone. And so, yeah, it's true, D-Rod. He might be part of a ownership group for an expansion team. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Cooney's got 2 today. He's got 39. Good for him. Hey, Michael Ryan, what's good? New rules thing. Well, it's definitely making for, I think, better hitting and more stolen bases, Texas. I mean, people are stealing a hell of a lot of bases. Hell of a lot of bases. Would I trade Dominguez for anything, considering he's coming up? I don't think he's going to be tradable until he can prove that he's healthy. But like I said before, the only person I would have traded him for would be Juan Soto. So, yeah, I mean, poor Soto. Like, should we get Bellinger away for Soto? I mean, they might not even get Bellinger. So, like, if you get Yamamoto, that's going to eat up a lot of the spending, and you transition over to Jung Hoo Lee will probably cost half the price of a Bellinger, and at that point, or you can sign Bellinger, and then you can move him to first base to replace Anthony Rizzo after the 2024 season, and then try to get Soto then for left field. Then you'd have Soto and Bellinger in the lineup. Like, that'd be crazy. Crazy. Nashville Stars and the Montreal Expos, Mike. I like it. I like it. I like it. Yanks need, yeah, they do it to your boy. I mean, they're 8 games out from under the last wild card spot, which is occupied by the Toronto Blue Jays. So they have 11 games left, and they're going to have to win pretty much every one of those games, while the Blue Jays lose every one of those games if you want a chance at making the playoffs. And the chances of that happening are close to 0. So, yeah, I mean, Soto, yeah, lefty, perfect contact hitter. He's 24 years old. Like, He got a lot going for him. Yeah, Lee's more affordable than Bellinger. Yeah, and he can occupy the outfield spot too. Like, um, Soto as a Yankee would be kind of awesome. Word lifer. Yeah, Otani injury might be bad, and the fact that he just left and took off for Japan. Um, you know, yeah, Schmidt wasn't sharp. We kind of knew that, Shemp. I mean, he didn't have his best stuff tonight. Let San Francisco pay that D-Rod for Bellinger. That's big money, and I think he'll get close to it. Bellinger, I really do with Scott Boras there. I do think so. So, well, I mean, I passed on Otani here, and I also pass on trading for Trout. Yeah, sometimes he does, Shemp, not all the time, but he tries to come up with a silver lining, which frustrates a hell of a lot of fans. But managers never trash their players. So good managers don't trash their players. So that's one of the reasons why the players, stick up for him because he doesn't trash them. You know, but it is nice to hear, Shemp. I mean, it's just who Bellinger. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I worry about it, Bellinger getting hurt again. So I worry about that. Let's see. Um, Last name. I know. He had his elbow surgery today, Otani. His doctor expects hitting return by opening day 24 and pitching by 25. So he had his elbow surgery, and well, that was pretty quickly. But it's not traditional Tommy John surgery. I don't know what in the world that means. Showing Otani, but interesting. Did not require a full reconstruction of the elbow, which is commonly referred to as Tommy John surgery. The ultimate plan, after deliberation with Shohei, was to repair the issue at hand and reinforce the healthy ligament in place while adding viable tissue for the longevity of the elbow. I'll try to send in a statement released by agent Nez Balelo. I expect full recovery, and he'll be ready to hit without any restrictions come opening day 24, and he'll be hitting and pitching in 25. So that's he did have your traditional Tommy John surgery in October 2018. So this would have been his second Tommy John, but that hadn't happened. No. Um, let's see. Yeah, I think he's still going to get between 450 and 500. I think he went 304, 44 home runs, and OPS at 1.066. He was 10-5 on the mound with a 3.14 ERA. He had 132 innings pitched, so um, it's probably a front runner for the MVP too. So that's where he's at. Um, there was talk about him, but he's expected to be back in the dugout I didn't. It doesn't say where he got the surgery. That could have been in Japan because I did. There was some footage saying we're not officially eliminated yet, Davey. What's up, Billy Clemenza? What's happening, man? Daggers. There he is. Consul Yeti. I had a procedure done on my elbow earlier. This morning everything went very well. Thank you very much for everyone's prayers and kind words. That was very unfortunate. Yeah. We don't know what's going to happen yet, Davey. They could assign him to a different position for all we know. And keep it. I mean, Randy Levine's one of their money guys too, so I can't see them firing Levine either. You know what I mean? So, yeah, Moto and Soto. Yeah, D-Rod. I know Stanton had 2 double plays today, Val? It's brutal. Brutal. Unfortunate that he couldn't finish out the year. Everybody will rooting for the boys until the end. I'll work as hard as I can, do my best to have my diamond stronger than ever go. Halos. Just doesn't say where he got the surgery done. But whatever. Yeah. It is what it is. I don't see him re-signing with. I'd be surprised if he came back to the Angels. I really would. I really, really would. You got to take the cannolis, Billy. You leave the guns. You take the cannolis. You got to do it, right? The cannolis are the key. Absolute key, Clemenza. Watching to the end, baby. Yeah. Living to asylum. No kidding. Yeah, Reyes, Acuna. I mean, it's Acuna and Mookie Betts are having ridiculous seasons. Like they're the front runners for the MVP, and like you got Freddie Freeman, you got Matt Olson up there with like crazy stats, and they're not even in the front with these guys. It's crazy how like National League is just killing the ball, freaking ball. So it's crazy. It's crazy. Rumors on it that Red Sox and the Mets. I heard Mets. I expect Steve Cohen to make a ridiculous offer. Pedro, I have heard the Mets. I haven't heard the Red Sox, but I would not be surprised. Yeah, Freeman's got a couple away from 60 doubles, which is crazy. Absolutely freaking nuts. No more. Yeah, no kidding, Wink. The new Braves ballpark, even the Rays ballpark, which is going to be their new park in starting in 2028. So somebody promote Cashman and you hire a woman GM. Well, we heard that Sabian and Manaea are going to be deployed to the bigger roles, but not necessarily GM roles. Manaea was a terrible GM when he was with the Mets, so I don't even think he's going to be a consideration. Sabian maybe, but their specialty is like identifying talent, and whether it be internationally or in the college draft and drafting and scouting and all this stuff. So I have a feeling they're going to be really thrown to that capacity this year. That's what I think is going to happen, but we never know. We'll see. We'll see what these guys do. Like really. Yeah, Aaron Hicks over there with Baltimore. Yeah. Manaea could be the head of scouting. Could be. Yankee Mike, I don't know, man. I really don't know. They can't draw in their current stadium. I guess it's a little bit more fan populous, the new area, so we'll see. Hicks and Donaldson will be in the playoffs. Yeah, good for them. It is what it is. First since 1936. Since it's been 87 years since we've had a person with 60 doubles. That's insanity. Hicks and Donaldson. No, they got lucky this year. That's for sure. Me, yeah, man. If I ever got an opportunity, I would take advantage of it. It would be a huge honor. Mm, It would be a huge honor. Texas, you're a legend, dude. That's why you're the king of Lone Star State. That's why you're the king of that place. Hmm? Tampa and St. Pete, yes, they're very close. Yes, sir, they are, Sean. I think it's suggest they might construct a light rail from Tampa. Oh, God. Okay. All right. You heard he wants to play with Masataka Yoshida. Where'd you hear that from, Steven? Hmm. Hmm. I do think Cashman will have to, or whoever the GM is, will have to outbid everybody for Yamamoto. Hmm. It was an over reliance over the last couple of years on analytics throughout the farm, and it's almost like they forgot how to play fundamental baseball, and they relied on stuff that doesn't doesn't help them. So they need to change that, Michael. Like I said, with the scouting and player development in the farms, and like um, and analytics as well. So like because it clearly has not helped them the way they thought it would help. So they need to freaking change that. You know? Assistant GMs. Yeah, I mean, Saban might be possible unless they keep. Can we don't know what they're gonna do yet. No, we don't know. They announced it today. Team Morales. They agreed to build a new stadium. Yeah, but we do hate Tampa. Huh. It sounds as if they want to have two before the next collective bargaining agreement. So at least an agreement on two new expansion teams, Sean. That's what it sounds like. So the Marlins it sounds like they're drawing better tenants. They got a better team. So they brought in some impact players too. So well, that too seemed well. The players have to. These are grown men being paid a lot of money to play baseball. They got to do their job too. 100% on there, C. Morales. 100%. But yeah, I do think it might be two expansion teams. We'll see. Blame can be levied across the board, all across the board. Uh, Roderick Arias, Sean. Who are you talking about in Miami, Sean? Who are you referring to when you said Arias? They still have some Michael Ryan, but I don't know how much more depth they're going to bring up. I mean, they brought in a bunch of players already. So, but I mean, I would be you know maybe calling up some of the pitchers. And you mean Arias, Sean? Yeah, him, yeah. The Dodgers are definitely a deeper team. I mean, it feels weird with Mattingly in his Jays uniform. It's crazy. This is true too. That's a good point, Billy. It's not like he was a champion of NLS 20, but this is true. This is true. But he did participate in it, and that was like one of his pet projects. So it just didn't work. It did not work. King of Texas, the man, the myth, the legend. Appreciate you, Texas. Thank you, sir. Madeline and Jerry continue hurting around the other way. No. I don't know. Could they do it as coaches? I don't know. They did it as hitters, but I don't know if coaches. We'll see. Too much hubris. What do you mean, Mr. Brian? What do you mean by that? Too much hubris. Yeah, St. Pete. Billy Bean was smart for refusing the GM job. Thinking long term would have never been. Yeah, he would have been probably high in Bloom too. Yeah, I mean he was a better fit in Oakland. Better fit in Oakland. Extracting a lot of value from a low payroll team, a low, spending team 100%. Yeah, we're trying to get to 20,000 subs. We really are. So if anybody's not subscribed that's in this live stream, please support the channel. It's greatly appreciated by hitting that subscribe button. Greatly appreciated. I thank you for that. We're trying to get to 20,000 subs before the World Series is up. We're going to try to. We'll see if we can do it. Right, Texas? My Consul Yeti, thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate you. You're the man. The man. Hubris to certain trades, deals and not deals, among other issues, including the Flower Foundation. Who expects things to go perfect? Where are you getting that one from? We know that doesn't happen here. But sure, yeah, people have ideas here, and they get to share their ideas, trade ideas off each other. So it's better than just trashing them every video and having everybody else trash them for no reason. That's trash. So 20K definitely calls for Big Mac and an apple pie. I'm with you there, Sean. Yes, 100%. We'll see, Randall. Appreciate that, Steve Morales. Thank you for that. Billy Bean's a control freak. Yeah. The Cosa Nostra is in the house. Control freak, huh, Davey? Interesting. Yeah, and if he's not here, he might be training. He might be training. Means Hal built the championship team in his own mind. Yeah. Exactly, Michael. We appreciate that, Texas. You're the man. Now, I mean, I'd be interested. I'd be curious. I'd be surprised, Brandon, because he's said he has no interest in being GM, but you never know. But again, like I don't see him accepting any position like that without confirmation of no interference. Well, I'll cover all the games in the playoffs for him, and then I'll be putting out other things along, and I'll keep it going with Yankee content too. But I'll be covering all the playoffs. I cover this team and the league all year, even in the off season, because right after the playoffs, there's a short break, and then the winter meetings, and then the GM meetings, and then before you know it, free agency's here, and that's why we have the predictions coming out as well, and that one's going to be fun. I mean, really. I'm curious to see what I mean, this is the other thing, D-Rod. Like people are still flipping out about what Hal said in June. They were in second place in June. They're still using this thing to say, "Oh, Hal keeps saying it." He didn't say it in September. He said in June. They were in second place. People are still obsessing over this. So I hope that he's using this third party to really actually get some insight as to what they need to fix in analytics. No, Yankees definitely is a full year cover. You know that, team, Rollins, no doubt about it. All year, baby, doesn't stop. Or I think the possibility of a raise more. I mean, I think it's unlikely, but you never know. You never know. It'll be all Florida World Series. That'd be kind of crazy. No, very possibly. That would be a fascinating World Series, Wink. It really, really would. Um, and it's possible too. I mean, I have a hard time seeing the Braves get eliminated by anybody, but you never know. Yeah, they didn't look like a second place team then, but they were in second place. So I think people need to remember that too. You know, and I get what you're saying, Billy, but people are still using it now. Like, they're still trying to suggest that he said it in like September, which is not true. So, like, this is what I'm talking about. This is why I say, like, it's important to give the full story, good and bad. People customize it and they try to make it look like he said something when he didn't, or when he said something when he said it another time. Like, try to customize it, and or they only give you their version of the story, and they leave out so much important detail. That's why I think it's important to get both sides so that you folks can make informed decisions. And at least if you're upset and outraged, it's freaking justified. You have reason behind it, right? So, not just being outraged because somebody else said something. No, you know what I mean? I'll go to Florida for winter. Seriously, Texas, that would be kind of cool. I think they're going to get a left fielder this year. Brian York. I think they're going to get a left fielder. The sense of urgency this year for it's much greater than it was last year. Yamamoto is a must, in my opinion, too. Lee is a must, who's their left fielder. Who's the left fielder? You know, yeah, they already announced that, David. They said they're bringing in a third party um, to what do you call it? Basically observe the analytics and see what they need to change. They've announced that already. You are hearing it correctly, Davey. So, and Hal's definitely going to change some things. He's going to put money back in his pocket when the Yankees win more. So, I could care less if they expand more, honestly. No, I mean, it's not, Billy. You're not wrong. I mean, I get it. I don't think they're going to do Bellinger and Lee, Brian. It's going to be one or the other. Bellinger's going to cost twice as much. But again, Bellinger offers different possibilities too. Um, no. I mean, he's drawing comparisons to Ichiro as a contact hitting left handed hitter who's got he's a very capable outfielder, good defense, and a high level arm, almost an elite arm. So, fundamentally sound player who he'll probably cost 100 million bucks, but Bellinger's likely going to cost 200 million. But then when you talk about Bellinger, he could also play outfield and then move over to first base at some point, even after 2024, they could replace Rizzo. It might be able to keep him more healthy. And then if Soto's available, maybe they can sign Soto in free agency. I mean, that would be kind of crazy, but that would be like a real bold Yankee freaking offseason. So, Texas, you're a legend, dude. Appreciate that loyalty, man. Well, they probably did. They probably did force him to use analytics. Probably that they didn't want to use. Now it felt like it was like a mandate across the board. So that's something I definitely need. That I think they need to change. Yeah, a lot of theme parks in Florida. Yes, there are, Sean. Yes, there are. Two more teams that will win a World Series for Texas Rangers. You might be right, Billy. Yeah. Yeah, I think you go confess. Oh, Clemens is a legend, dude. That's got to be out there. That's comment of the night right there. That's fantastic. Clint Frazier, unfortunately, couldn't stay healthy. And Andujar couldn't stay healthy either and be consistent. Just because he had a home run the other day after the Yankees, he hasn't really done dick since he's left the Yankees. He's been released by teams, DFA by teams. So uh, Andujar's a flash of, flash pan of what he was before. Yeah, he was a highly touted prospect, no doubt, as was Clint Frazier. But again, like, look, I mean, is Clint Frazier even in the game? Yeah. So I think it's important to realize that sometimes the hype is way too much for some people. And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. It's gonna not work out for the majority of players. So you know, yeah. And is giving too much advantage to small. Look, I don't like the revenue sharing thing. I don't like the teams like the Yankees or the uh, Dodgers or the Mets have to give a chunk of their profits to the small market teams who are not required to spend it on players. They pocket the freaking money. That's a bullshit rule, but it's true. It's true. Freeman just got his 56 double. Nice. He's right there. He's right there. And Texas knows exactly where the winter meetings are. I love it. You try to get him to the Dodgers. If they don't sign Otani, which I don't think they're going to do, um, he might consider a trade there because that was the only other team he would have waived there's no trade clause for. So maybe the Dodgers will do that, especially if the Yankees need enough money. What's up, NFE? It's a party now. The enforcer's here. The equalizer's here. What's good, my man? Well, exactly, Billy. They haven't really done anything anywhere else. So this is why I think it's not. It's not. It's important to not overhype prospects. You know what I mean? It's all good, LaFar. You know what I mean? It's all good, man. It's you know, yeah. Welfare for billionaires. Exactly, Randall. Yeah, it's that trickle down economics garbage. Yeah. Yep. TOR Estrada. Yeah, I mean he's done pretty well with the Giants. Happy for him. Yeah. Damn right. Spend it on yes. Like spend it on freaking players, not private jets and luxury boxes and freaking yachts. Like, spend it on players. There should be a floor. Any team that accepts revenue sharing has to spend at least this much money on payroll. And if you don't, you get penalized. You lose draft picks. Like, there's got to be some kind of floor for teams that receive a certain amount of money in revenue sharing. Like, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. No, it's a good question, Davey. I don't know. The Oakland A's. He receives they receive a bunch in revenue sharing, and he pockets the money. Nice NFE. Yeah, good good. I had PT today. My doctor's appointment follow up. Everything is clean. Everything is good. So feeling good, NFE. Feeling good, bro. Punch a J. Yeah. Anthony's roster spot's more important than the player now. Yeah, well, you're not wrong there, D-Ron. You're not wrong. It did suck. I mean, look, they're 8 games under the Blue Jays for the final wild card spot with 11 games to go. That's as close to zero chance of making a postseason as you're going to get. I mean, it really is. I don't know how else to explain it. No. Yeah, I don't know why. It's a good question, Spire. Why all sides don't want a floor? It's got to be something with owners and unions and the unions, mostly the owners, I would imagine so. Because they want that freaking free money. You know, they want that free money. No, I don't punch anything. Don't worry about that, Lampore. I don't punch nothing, baby. Just my heavy bag and the pads. It's the only thing I punch. Yeah, Texas. It's always nice to get good news, clean blood work, and everything. And um, there is a lot of politics in baseball, unfortunately. There's a lot of yes, yep. There unfortunately is. You're right about that, and I think that's a great point. And lobbying and everything else. So yeah, billionaires are pretty pissed off that they. How am I going to afford my 7th house? I don't like. You can't do this to me. Okay. Same reason investment banks say, yeah, there's no, I mean, too many people making too, yes, which is why they lobby in Congress and keep them to deregulate the industry. So, yeah. You don't see poor people lobbying Congress. Poor people don't have lobbyists. I mean, rich people do. They want to continue that preferential treatment. And if they can't get it, they call it socialism, which is essentially a code word for not helping, helping anybody but rich people. They don't even know what the hell socialism is. They convinced people it's a bad word. Yeah, money does talk. Socialism never sunk this economy. Deregulation did, and unpaid for wars did. Um, that's a fact. Anybody has any idea, any understanding of economics would know that. The Tampa Bay Rays ballpark is supposed to be. They're supposed to play their first game there in 2028, Lapari. That's what we know right now. So 2020 is supposed to be their first game in the new stadium. As far as you know, Randall, man, that's it, baby. I have a degree in economics. It's just some of the stuff that you learn. Um, that's why you don't discuss deficit versus debt if you don't understand the difference between the two. But so many people who completely don't know anything, they'll be out there saying, we have a spending problem right now. They're spending too much, not realizing the deficit's been lowered by 50%. But they never say that when their party's in charge, blowing up the deficit. This is why politics have no place on baseball channels, especially when the clueless people are the ones preaching it. Yeah, I don't know if Cleveland's going to make it. Game 1, 2020, Tampa Bay. Tampa Rays versus Vegas A's. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Rays complaining they have no attendance in. I mean, yeah, I mean, I mean, I I guess they've done um, some data, some research, some stat running, and they've come to the conclusion that they'll draw more fans in a new stadium. So you know what I mean? Exactly. And if you we talk other teams too, obviously, um, but yeah, I mean, this is a baseball channel. You have way too many people who talk about politics and channels. It's like and don't have any idea what they're talking about. Dude, I dealt with them all them too. Yeah, I mean, I worked corporate America for like almost 2 decades, Randall. So no, they don't. That's a very good point, Randall. Very good point, my friend. No. Uh-huh. Amen to that. But look, I mean, the fact is, yeah, I mean, you know, like in terms of Clinton Beater, I hope they bring him up before the season's up because you want to get him on the 40 man to protect him again from the Rule 5. Dominguez is already up, right? Um, he'll stay on that 640 man. Austin Wells is already up. Those guys have been exposed to the 40 man for the Rule 5. Beater was the only other noteworthy name of that noteworthy of that guy, those guys levels that needs to be protected. So I'm guessing that he'll probably, but I'd be surprised if he doesn't get protected because I think he will get picked up in the Rule 5 draft, and I think another team would be wise to do it. Oh, you damn right, NFE. Amen, brother. Rise in interest rate. Yeah, man. It's just look. Commercial paper with low interest rates. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And we can go on my football channel and trash talk on the football too. So I I can't wait to get us to 1,000 subscribers there, so we can start trash talking football because there was a lot of trash talking with football. So Neil's like the king of trash talking. He's bashing my Jets in favor of his Cowboys, pretty much every day. So I got to get on there and give him the business. We got to pound him over there. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. So if anybody here that doesn't know, my football channel is Empire State Tripod. Please consider subscribing to that channel if you're a football fan. It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Cardinals being they might. There's a chance the Cardinals get eliminated in the NCM in the next night or two. Hmm. Yeah, I mean Judge, you're about that. You're right about that. Agent Bill Stall. Judge came up empty. Like, yeah, it's unfortunate. Yep, 4 strikeouts, 2 double plays, Stanton. Like it was just ridiculous, ridiculous. So we need changes in offensive construction, offensive philosophy. They've got to do it. They've got to do it. So yeah, I know. I was definitely glad not to be in Dallas to aspire. Me too. Me too. Good, NFE. Shout out to you for that, man. Give him the business, man. Give him the freaking business. Good man, NFE. Much love for you for that, man. Yes, they took a lot of gambles on the team. They lost. He's not wrong, Billy. I mean, Volpe was a worthwhile gamble. Solid rookie season. I think he's going to get second to Gunnar Henderson from the Orioles for Rookie of the Year, but I'll take it. You know, You didn't miss anything, Lepar. We're just talking about what's going on there right now with the Yankees. Stanton being unable to turn off fastballs now. Like the offense coming up short. And it's a guy like Kikuchi who they should be able to hit. You know what I mean? Oh man, I would have loved to have been there if he. I would have loved to have been there. I would have jumped on his ass too. Oh, it's great stuff. But yeah, I love it, man. You keep it up, man. Keep it up. We had terrible luck losing Aaron Rodgers. Yep. And like Zach Wilson, I think learned a lot under Aaron Rodgers, but I think he still needs Aaron Rodgers here to continue to develop. Like he wasn't ready to be the head guy and take over, and I still don't think that he is. They threw him to the Wolves when he got drafted. He wasn't ready. He got his ass kicked. Offensive line didn't protect him. Like we need more protection on the offensive line. Um, so I still think they need to bring in some kind of quarterback to trade reps with him or to push him or something. But I know Aaron Rodgers. He already had a surgery. He's going to be there playing mock coach, but he needs to learn by example too. He needs to have a veteran quarterback to learn by example. I'll watch it if it's the most recent one. I'll watch it. Yeah, I want to see that. It's playing pickleball. He is playing pickleball. Yeah, I'll wrap this up in a second too. We're going on for an hour here. I appreciate that, Shem. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Signing up for the football channel. Yeah, my football channel is called Empire State Tripod. So, for those that don't know, one after dark. All right, got it. Got it. I'll check that out. Yeah, here's the football channel, Empire State Tripod. So appreciate y'all supporting it. The gamble on DJ return the phone. Yeah, I mean, DJ had a better. He's had a better second half, Billy. But the first half, really did not help the team. It really didn't. Rodon missed. Yeah, I mean, he missed the first 3 months of the season. Didn't have a spring training. Got off to a late start. Was inconsistent. So we need him to have a full spring training, a full season next year. We need to have a much better Rodon. Excuse me. Yeah, I mean, Cowboys are acting like they're going to hand people are going to hand them the Lombardi Trophy, but I don't think that's you know Tats and Sunil with the host. Oh, I love it. Yeah, the Giants with a huge comeback win on the Cardinals. My God. Oh, the St. Louis Cardinals. All right, they mathematically eliminated. Yeah, and they just, I'm not surprised. They also honored Adam Wainwright last night. So good that they honored Wainwright. It's good to see guys like that and Miguel Cabrera get some love. It's good to see. It's really good to see. Will do, Texas. Yes, sir. They're sleeping now, but first thing in the morning, I'll do that. Yeah, me too, Billy. And they're going to struggle with the Eagles. I hope the Eagles pound their asses in the NFC. Yeah. There's the potential. Oh, Julius Randle. I saw that he left his agent, and Steven Smith went on a tirade, and he wants the Knicks to trade him immediately. Much love to you, man. Much love to you too, Lapari. Got you, man. Much love to you back, bro. You have a great night too. I'm gonna wrap it up in a minute. Yeah, it sounds like. Well, he's definitely probably in line to be traded. So they can get some value back from him. He was productive, and again, man, Steven Smith makes a point. He drives me nuts sometimes, but yeah, I would move on from Randall too. In all honesty, so I think the Niners will expose Cowboys. I think the Eagles will expose the Cowboys. Uh, Cardinals and the Patriots. Yeah, I know, Spy. I know. And Wainwright too. Yeah, congrats to him on a great career. Like really on a great career. No, Cardinals. Yeah, I'm not surprised, bro. I mean, I'm not surprised. I mean, they have to replace Wainwright. They're probably going to have to replace. Uh, well, they just got to add to their rotation. Their rotation is kind of. They traded Montgomery, so um, yeah. I mean, I'm not surprised they're looking at Nola, and they've got the money to pay him and a fee. They really do. So, and I think Montgomery will get paid too. He's probably going to make close to a nine-figure deal. So this is, yeah, and they should be honestly, and I think they should be looking at Nola. Like they should be, as well as other teams too. He's a good pitcher. He'll be a good pickup for a lot of teams. Like we talk, I mean, good, especially in the Yankees too. So, um, but the Cardinals definitely need pitching. Yeah, Cardinals, yeah, they definitely need pitching. Yes, indeed. I do agree with NFE. I think the Yankees' priority will be Yamamoto. And then you get that big piece in the rotation. You pivot to left field, get a big piece there, and then let's just say they move Torres for pitcher, right? Another starting pitcher to complement Yamamoto on the cheap. You move Peraza to second. You can go get somebody like Jamer Candelario for third base. Switch hitter. It's athletic. He'll get the job done. Won't be expensive. And you get him for like a 2-year deal. So that makes sense too. And again, being a switch hitter gives him some lefty options too. But I think St. Louis is right below big market. Kansas City. I mean, St. Louis is a much more popular city than Kansas City, but they're also low revenue, which is one of the things that people consider as a small market team. Low revenue team. Uh, St. Louis has much more uh, resources than the Royals do. So I have them just a tier below large market. Although I wouldn't be surprised if they were considered large market. Yeah, I could see the Yankees signing Bellinger too. I really could. I could 100% see that, bro. Have there been two Japanese pitchers on saying, I don't know if Hideo Nomo and Hiroki Kuroda are on the same team at the same time. I don't know, D-Ron. That's a good question. I gotta look that up. Yeah, I mean, look, if they got Yamamoto and Lee, then they could fill some other positions. Um, for I think the Yankees will outbid the Mets. They have to outbid the Mets. They have to. So that's an absolute imperative for the Mets. For the Yankees, and I think they'll outbid the Mets for Yamamoto, but the Mets might, because they're not going to do Yamamoto and Otani. The Mets, they may go all they might put everything in one basket for the Otani. We just don't know, you know. But I would go all out for Yamamoto. So yeah, I would agree, Davey. The only outfielder that's worth trading for is Juan Soto. So nice, Yeti. No, it's not easy, but it's necessary. When the Yankees have just as much I mean, Cohen's richer than the Steinbrenners, yes, but he's, you know, Yankees have a much bigger need in terms of that. Well, but you're right, it's not easy, but it's necessary. And it's absolutely necessary. Yep, Otani will hit in 24 and pitch in 25. Yep. He had his surgery. Um, it wasn't a full time job, but it was a reconstructive surgery for his elbow. That's done. And he's expected to be back in the dugout this weekend. I'm not sure whether he got the surgery in Japan or America. The details on that haven't been, at least I haven't seen yet. So, but um, one way or another, he got a surgery. He's on his road to recovery now. Jason Dominguez gets his Tommy John tomorrow, Wednesday. So he'll be um, on his path too. Who do you think will go after Otani knowing he can't pitch until 25? Seattle. Watch out for the Mariners. Jorge Posada will be bound. We don't know that, JJ. We don't know that. We don't know that. Possible, we can't guarantee that. Yeah, the Yankees are scouting the hell out of Yamamoto, and they're sending a lot of guys to Japan. They're going there regularly, so they're definitely doing the work. I think the Yankees are going to get him too, Billy. I really do. I would agree with that statement 100%, Billy. It makes a lot of sense. If Juan Soto makes it to free agency, Aiden, then I see the Yankees being a finalist for his services. hmm I would agree, Aiden. I would agree. Cohen's original, yes. People don't understand. He's an investment banker, and he is not stupid or too sentimental to pour all of his money on his Mets. Exactly. Exactly, Davey. It's good insight. No, it doesn't concern me, Rob. He's not a he's a more of a finesse pitcher than he is a power, but I'm not really worried about his size. I don't think it'll hurt him. Soto's declining in what? He has over 400 on base percent. What is he declining in, JJ? Who told you that? Roki Sasaki is not being posted yet, Aiden. Not being posted yet. He's on a declining team once. At 267, 32 home runs, a WAR of 4.9, 123 walks, on base percentage of 404. Where's the decline? Where's the decline? I don't see that. I have stats right in front of me here. I'll take that any day. Any day. Will the Yanks pay for you? I don't know about Yamamoto, Bellinger, and Soto. I don't know. You never know. Luis Arias, yeah. I mean, he's having a historic season. Yeah, exactly. Aspire. Soto, I think, would be a beast in Yankee Stadium. I would agree. Yeah, what channel told you that, JJ? That he was declining. It would be crazy if the Mets got Otani and Yamamoto. I don't see them getting both, but I'm not putting past. I'm not putting anything past the Mets. I'm not putting anything past the Yankees. I'm not going to do it. So it'd be freaking nuts. Be freaking nuts. The Yankees are scouting the hell out of Yamamoto right now. They are. They keep sending people there. Like I said, the minute free agency starts, the Yankees need to be either there or on the phone with them. I mean, they were at CC Sabathia's front door the minute free agency started. They flew to California, knocked on his door, and didn't let him leave without signing a contract. So, like, you have to have that same type of sense of urgency with Yamamoto. It has to be. It's got to be that way. I mean, the Padres are declining. There's no doubt about that, Aiden. But his stats speak for themselves. They really do. I think he'll get a few votes for Rookie of the Year. I don't think he's going to win, but he'll probably get runner up. He'll be behind. He'll be behind Gunnar Henderson from the Orioles. He'll get a few votes, maybe. Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Yankees are all over this guy Yamamoto, and I'm glad that they're being this aggressive. Cole, man, yeah, that's our pick for Cy Young Award winner. We got to get that, man. I really want him to win, and then I really want him to get a World Series title here too. More than a few Bellingers, and I said, who do we have, JJ? I mean, Spencer Jones got potential. Who else do we have that's like Bellinger like? Yeah, yeah, he threw in. Last time Cashman flew with Minaya to Japan, he threw a no hitter. So pretty crazy. Yes, they have a big time Iron Yamamoto. Yeah, exactly, Randall. I think he's not on favorite too. I mean, Sonny Gray doesn't have the stats of the innings pitched. Nathan Eovaldi doesn't have the innings pitched either. So um, those seem to be the most formidable opponents for him right now. So yeah, I feel good about Cole winning this. I really do. Where's Will Warren and Clinton Beater and Matt Crook? I think they optioned back out, Hayden, if I remember correctly. Um, who else wants Yamamoto? Oh, teams will line up for him, Lewis. Touted as an MVP type player by who? It doesn't matter who touts him. He does exactly what teams want him to do. And like guys like Acuna, they don't win MVP every year. Guys like Mookie, they don't win MVP every year. Who's touting him as that? I'll take those stats. I don't care if that's MVP or not. I'll take those stats every year. 100%. Yeah, Will Warren, Clayton Beater. That's a good point. Aaron Nolan's another one. What if Garrett Cole opts out? What's the plan B? The Yankees can void his opt out by adding a year to the deal, JJ. That's in the contract. It's a team friendly clause. And there's no way the Yankees are going to let him just opt out without offering him the second year. They can't replace him when anybody is good. Hmm. Yeah, the Royals was yeah, damn right. Japanese first baseman wants to be a Yankee. I heard of him too, Davey. I forgot his name. Let me see. Is it? Um, no, hang on. It's okay, Nakamura. I don't know actually. I forgot his name, but he's still young. He's like 22 or 23, so he won't be posted for another couple of years. Shota Managa. He's another one. He's an older left-handed pitcher, but he's a left-handed pitcher, like a crafty guy. Munetaka Murakami. That's him. Wink. Yes, thank you. Imanaga is another one, crafty left-handed pitcher who I know they scouted him too. They scouted Roki Sasaki. They've scouted him early. Now let's pull up Munetaka Murakami. He's 23 years old. He's 23. Nobody's talking about that Korean play. Good. Good. But then he's going to have no shortage of suitors. Let's see. Last 5 years of home runs. 36, 28, 39, 56, and 30 for Murakami. Yep. 23 years old. And he's got 207 home runs already at 23. Okay. That's crazy. Now, Imanaga, is that his name? Yeah, Shota Imanaga. He's 30 years old, actually. Okay. He's got, let's see, he's 74 and 54 career. He's got career 296 ERA. So, got 1,172 strikeouts as Imanaga. So it could be interesting. It could be very interesting. Yeah, I mean the Korean player, yes. So relief pitcher, that's Roki Sasaki. No, I don't know if it's Matsui. Roki Sasaki was one of them, but we'll see. Jung Ho Lee is the Korean player, and yes, the Yankees are pursuing him. Yep. Yeah, bagel. Nice. Nice. Are you a bagel and cream cheese? What type of bagel and what do you like on your bagel is the question. That's the question. All right? I'm an everything guy. I like cream cheese. I like cream cheese. Yeah, I don't know if Nestor is going to be. He might be a long relief guy now. But I'm not sure if he's. If I'm the Yankees, I'm getting 2 starters this offseason. So I am. Well, cream cheese, right? Yeah, exactly. Cream cheese. Cream cheese, baby. Yes. Yes. I'm either cinnamon raisin cream cheese or everything with cream cheese. Only those two. That's it. You know? Ooh, a garlic bagel. Okay. It's kind of why everything's got some garlic on there too. Or I am a toasted croissant with butter and jelly. That's it. When my wife and I were in Paris, I was eating croissants with jelly like a total degenerate. It was so good. The best I've ever had in the world. Sesame bagel. Scallion cream cheese. Oh, you spicy. With red onion and tomato. Damn, you have a thing dressed, baby. All right. Jalapeno cream cheese now. All right, Texas. All right. You guys aren't playing. I like it. Yeah, the market will get a lot of attention. You got that right, Aiden. Poppy seed, schmear and lox. All right, lox is yeah. It's a nice little ad spread there. Yeah. Oh, I got a sweet tooth too, Hanafi. I got to get some dark chocolate too, because it's got loaded with antioxidants that help with like lowering cholesterol and all that stuff. So Lox too, yeah. Lox is you get that thin salmon on there. Oh God. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. But now you get me hungry, gang. I appreciate it. But let me let y'all go. Appreciate y'all coming on. Look, I mean, we're gonna be in this until the very end. So honestly, just imagine y'all want to know. So I mean, that'll probably cost them $80 million to get those three guys. One other YouTuber mentioned who mentioned she's only been GM for since 2020. JJ, foodies just like me. She's only been GM for 2 years, but she's got three with the Yankees: 98, 99, and 2000 as assistant GM. So she's got three. Oh yeah, baby. French bread, Gabella, beautiful. You guys may definitely make me hungry. But let me peace and love to all these. I appreciate all your insights, your comments. This is a fantastic conversation. You made it so much better tonight. And again, we're here until the very end with the Yankees. So let's keep it rolling. You're the best. See y'all tomorrow.